This is Celebrity Thursdays. Every Thursday, we present you with another celebrity. Today, we're looking at 15 things you didn't know about Christoph Waltz. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get informed. Hello Aluxers, and welcome to another exciting original video presented by Alux.com. Today we're revealing some interesting, lesser-known facts about German-Austrian actor Christoph Waltz. Christoph Waltz was born October 4th, 1956 in Vienna, Austria. Acting was so much a part of his life growing up, he doesn't remember ever deciding to be an actor. It was just a part of who he was. He attended the Max Reinhardt School of Drama at the University of Music and Performing Arts in Vienna as a teenager, and then went on to the United States to continue his studies. For 30 years, he made a living as an actor in Berlin, London, and Vienna, doing a wide variety of projects, taking advantage of whatever opportunities came his way. These days, he's able to be much more selective about his projects, now that he's expanded his resume to include notable roles in the Tarantino films Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained. Those movies brought him international attention, and he's now been enjoying a new level of his decades-long career. His other films in the last several years include Muppets Most Wanted, Big Eyes, SPECTRE, The Legend of Tarzan, and Downsizing. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. We want to learn some more about Christoph because we're inspired by his drive, talent, ambition, and long career. So, it's time now to take a closer look at this distinctive actor with the 15 things you didn't know about Christoph Waltz. Number 1. He comes from a family of theater people. Waltz was born to a German father named Johannes and an Austrian mother named Elisabeth. They were both costume and set designers, so Christoph became familiar with the theater environment from a very early age. His maternal grandmother was an actress at the Austrian National Theatre, and his step-grandfather was an actor as well. If you want to go a step further back, you'll find that all of his great-grandparents worked in theater as well, so it was a very natural thing for Christoph to choose acting as his career. Number 2. He is one of only 2 German actors to ever win an Academy Award. Although Christoph was born in Austria, his German father applied for German citizenship for him soon after he was born. He didn't receive his Austrian citizenship until 2010, although he considers himself much more Austrian. Nevertheless, he holds the distinction of being one of only 2 German actors to ever win an Academy Award. The other German actor he shares this honor with is Luis Reiner, who is also the first actor to win back-to-back awards in 1937 and 1938. Number 3. He moved to New York City in his early 20s to make it as an actor. When Christoph was in his early 20s, he moved to New York City to study acting with the renowned Lee Strasberg. He was hoping he could break into the American movie scene, but he said he found it to be impossible. He had given up on his dream of making it big in Hollywood and moved back to Austria to be a stage actor, and it would be 30 years before he would get the big break he was hoping for. Number 4. Tarantino discovered him at a casting call in Berlin. Everything changed career-wise for Christoph when, at the age of 53, the film Inglourious Basterds came out, with Waltz in the memorable role of Nazi SS officer Hans Landa. The director, Quentin Tarantino, said his character was the best he had ever written, but he was afraid he had written a part that was unplayable. Tarantino found Christoph at a casting call in Berlin, and although he had been working as an actor for decades in Germany, this film was the first time he became known internationally. Christoph won the Academy Award and Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actor for the film in 2010. Number 5. His net worth is $20 million. Christoph Waltz has been making a living as an actor for the past 40 years, but it's only been less than 10 years since he could claim millionaire status. He currently has a net worth of $20 million, largely thanks to his roles in Inglourious Basterds, Django Unchained, SPECTRE, The Legend of Tarzan, and Downsizing. He's also earned additional income by doing some very humorous commercials for Samsung back in 2016. Number 6. Christoph was threatened with a gun during a live TV interview. In 2013, Christoph was being interviewed on a live French television program when a man appeared with a gun. He pointed the gun towards Christoph and shot 2 times, but fortunately shot blanks. He also shouted he had a grenade and was going to blow up the building. Security quickly ushered the actor off stage while the audience dispersed in a panic. The man was arrested. Christoph said he feared for his life, but he returned to the set not long after to finish the interview. Number 7. His message to Donald Trump is "Go away." When a reporter approached Christoph at the Los Angeles airport, he had some very strong opinions to express about America and its leader. When asked how he felt about the direction America is headed, he made a whistling sound and gestured that everything was going downhill. Then, when asked if he had any advice for President Trump, he simply said, "Go away." Number 8. He enjoys being in controversial films. Christoph did not shy away from the controversy caused by Django Unchained, undoubtedly one of the most controversial films of the decade, or any of the controversies that inevitably come from being part of Tarantino movies. He says he wishes more films would focus on controversial subjects. It's his philosophy that if you choose to be in a controversial film, you need to be prepared to engage in controversial discussions. But he's a good sport. He claims it doesn't faze him in the least. Number 9. He often dubs his own voice in foreign versions of his films. Christoph's native language is German, but he also speaks French and English fluently, along with some Italian. He spoke all 4 of those languages in his role in Inglourious Basterds, and all but Italian in Django Unchained. He's the only actor in either movie to also dub his own parts in the German and French versions of the films. He remembers his German accent was a problem when he was trying to be cast in plays during his 15 years in London, but now he said that many directors see his German accent as an asset. Number 10. A gold ring he wore in SPECTRE sold for $45,200 at auction. In February 2016, Christie's auction house held a charity auction where several pieces of memorabilia from the Bond film SPECTRE were put up for auction. One of those pieces was a 9-carat yellow gold ring with a black octopus with 7 tentacles. The ring was expected to sell for $5,500, but the auction closed at just over $45,200. The biggest sale of the evening was Bond's Aston Martin DB10, which sold for $3.3 million. And Aluxers, if you're interested in learning some more about that luxury car brand, click in the top right corner to watch our video, The 15 Things You Didn't Know About Aston Martin. Number 11. His directorial debut, Georgetown, will come out in 2018. Waltz has been working on his directorial debut film, Georgetown, since 2015, and it's expected to be introduced in 2018. The story is based on the real-life events of Albrecht Muth, who in 2011 was found guilty of murdering his socialite wife, who was 30 years older than him. The main character is played by Waltz, and his wife is played by Oscar-winning actress Vanessa Redgrave. Number 12. His first wife didn't support his acting career. In his 20s, Waltz married American psychotherapist Jackie, and they lived in a rented house in London for 15 years, where they also raised their 3 children. Jackie would repeatedly question Christoph's choice of career. She would say, "You're so talented, you could do anything. Why do you want to do this?" This was a major point of contention in their marriage, and they ended up divorcing. He later married costume designer Judith Holst, and their daughter was born in 2005. Number 13. He is the only actor to have won an Academy Award for a Tarantino film. Tarantino has had some big-name actors in a number of his films, including Leonardo DiCaprio, Samuel L. Jackson, Uma Thurman, and John Travolta, and these actors have played some of the most well-known characters in recent cinema. However, the only actor from any of his films that has earned an Academy Award is Christoph, and he's actually won 2. The first in 2010 for Inglourious Basterds, for the Best Actor in a Supporting Role, and the same honor in 2013 for Django Unchained. Number 14. He has been in over 100 films and television shows. Waltz has 112 credits to his name, with hopefully many more to come. Although many people perceive his career as having a late start, he's worked steadily as an actor since his mid-20s. And those 112 credits don't even include the large number of plays he's been featured in or the operas he's directed. His first television appearance was a German television show in 1977 when he was 21 years old, and his first movie was a German film called Breakthrough in 1979. Number 15. His highest-grossing movie is SPECTRE, which made $880 million. Waltz has had a number of box office hits, but the one that stands head and shoulders above the rest is the 2015 James Bond movie SPECTRE, the 24th in the James Bond series. Waltz plays villain Ernst Stavro Blofeld and was chosen by director Sam Mendes because of his work in *Inglourious Basterds*. The film grossed $880 million worldwide, falling just short of the highest-grossing Bond film ever, Skyfall, which grossed $1.1 billion worldwide. And there you have it, Aluxers, some interesting lesser-known facts about Christoph Waltz. Now that you've learned some more about Christoph, we'd like to know, would you like to see him play more good guy roles, or should he stick to being the villain? Let us know what you think in the comments. Still here? Of course you are. Here's a bonus fact just for you. Number 16. He does not display his Oscars. If you won an Oscar, where would you keep it? If you're Christoph Waltz, the answer is tucked away, hidden from view. He says actors should be interested in telling stories, not winning awards. That's not to say he doesn't appreciate his Academy Award. He absolutely does, but he doesn't see a need to display them because he doesn't want or need to see them all the time. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxer. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. If you want more, we handpicked these videos you might enjoy, or head over to Alux.com for the best in fine living content on the planet. Be a part of the largest community of luxury enthusiasts in the world and tell your story.